It's the Cowboys and the BlackKnights, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the London BlackKnights and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Back to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that day.
And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
2nd and 6. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the BlackKnights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Throwing is Allen on third. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 81 yards and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Presley. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On play action, Allen in trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So a frustrating result. It's a 10-play drive, but it yields nothing on the scoreboard.
And to get off the field there without giving up points, that's a big win defensively.
London about set to take over on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw here.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call PPR?
The receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Gets around him. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 3. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Back out comes this offense now late in this 1st half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. So after the INT, it's Allen. They try to set up the screen. Nearly disaster, but it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
One final go for this offense here in this 1st half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start down in the Lone Star State. Washington's used to traveling down to face the Cowboys, but this week they face the other Texas team in Houston. And it's the home team who are out in front. Jerron Brown, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Jahan Dotson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. From the 25 on second down. Allen, he finds his target. It's Schultz. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did in the last possession. Coach will just be relieved that they were with a story, right? I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
London about set to take over on offense.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
a 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From a yard out.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Caught here by Conley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
McPherson now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, Allen. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Allen. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A
correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Flush to his right. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They're going to look to throw. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.